She hit a flower pot.
I'm extremely frustrated with not only Mr. Johnson's handling of the situation. I'm Thomas Dupuy.
David Martinez.
And we are the directors. Negative Stints was inspired right here in our dorm. We were trying to think of ideas for films for Hourglass for TSTV. And we're just like throwing out ideas. And then Steve had an idea for a film where the title would be Hear No Evil, See No Evil. And he said that, and then the idea of somebody losing all of their senses like just formed fully in my mind.
We pitched it to Hourglass, and then they gave us a bumper. And like that was like supposed to be like three-ish minutes.
Yeah.
We were like
And like a week to get it done basically.
And we were just like, yeah, no.
So we didn't do it, and thank God we didn't, because it would have been really bad. And it was way too good of an idea to do half-assed.
My name is Reagan. I am AD. Usually a pretty organized person, and I like making schedules. So it just comes very naturally to me, and I feel comfortable doing it. Getting to know everyone, I've met a lot of people through this, and I've spent a lot of time with Nadia, Thomas, and David, and it's been a lot of fun.
It was really good. Me, Thomas, and David had done a short film competition last semester, and it was like really a lot of pressure, but I think we worked well together. And then obviously all three of us already knew Reagan, so coming together, I think we have a lot of fun, but we also know how to like get things done at the same time.
And just throughout the whole pre-production phase, they were just planning everything out.
Yeah,
they were incredible.
We can't emphasize how important they were. Like, we're not without them.
Yeah.
They're a very fun group of people. Sometimes we tend to get a little sidetracked, but David's always good at getting us back on task. Yeah, we work really well together.
Location scouting,
Easy.
when I was writing it, I was just imagining Steve's apartment. Like, there was never a thought as to where else we could have filmed it.
Having the film be set in my apartment has definitely been rough. I guess I underestimated how early I would wake up for set, and the amount of, I guess, how small my apartment is when you have to put in all of the film equipment inside. That's definitely difficult, especially after set. I have to go to work. It's a whole thing. Yesterday was rough, but hopefully today will go smoother. Either way, it's flattering, I would say that.
My home is no longer mine for the next 2 days, right? So
yeah, get used to having all these attractive people take over your house.
yeah, exactly.
And then everything kind of just like fell together in terms of the crew.
It was perfect.
Like, we had talked to Rui at the freshman film showcase, and we were like, hey, we were working on this thing. What do you look at for, stuff that you sign on to DP for? He was like, I just, if I think the script is good and I can get good shots. And he read it and he liked it, and he was on board. So we were so happy to hear that.
And then came Aiden.
Yeah, with Rui came Aiden and Saya, who were both great.
I mean, we all basically knew each other, so it was just so easy. And plus, while we were rushing DK, we met so many people.
My favorite part was literally just the bromance on set. Everyone was super friendly. Everyone was just like having a good time. It's funny seeing fucking Rui and Aiden just mess around and shit. And then also just them teaching me was a great experience. I was glad because this is my first time being a grip. So I was glad I was helpful and just pretty much giving a hand to Aiden and Rui when we were filming. And then also helping Thomas and David get a good visual on like what to, I guess, film.
I'm Luparello, and my role is director of photography. I usually enjoy having the creative freedom to create the shots and to tell people how to make it. I always think about what's the fastest and the most efficient solution if a problem comes up, and usually just a lot of considerations to take in, and the one that turns out to be the most effective, that's the one that I will always use.
It was just amazing, to say the least, working with Rui. That man is just a different breed. He's very professional on set, and you can tell he goes out there and he puts in the work to try to make the short film as best as it can be. And I just love working with him. He's very collaborative and he'll try to make everyone happy.
I mean, while being on set, while making the shots, that was probably the funniest part that I had, because everyone was just working, but we were also having fun, making comments. That's usually in a good production what I will enjoy the most.
Just like when everybody was there on Saturday on day one, and just like seeing everybody doing their thing, and it was just like gelling, and when all the, you know, even though it was stressful at times, when all the cogs were turning, it was just this really nice moment of
We're making a movie together.
We're making a movie, and everybody's here creating art, and it's really nice.
I love just seeing everyone working together to create the best shot possible. You know, usually like when I work on stuff, I'm doing a lot of different roles, and it's really interesting to see different people who are the best at doing that one role, all working together to create the best product as possible, and I'm just happy I get to contribute to that. For film in general, I'm usually used to doing a lot of the things myself, so I've done sound on my own productions, but I've never done it. This is my first time doing it for someone else, and it's really interesting to see the dynamic with that, because it's a lot different than being able to control everything myself. So I love working with other people, and sound is, I don't have a specific specialty in that, but it's just something that I'm contributing towards.
One of my favorite things was the dolly. We had a couple of dolly shots, but I think the one where Marcus, our main, he moves to the stove, he runs to the stove, and the camera just like moves along with him, and he like puts his hand in the stove. That I think looked like the most beautiful, smoothest thing ever, and like it made our like shoot like absolutely like professional. Like it looked like it was a movie, like an actual movie.
That shot where it follows him like kind of diagonally with the counter, I was actually watching it. I was there with Saya.
Yeah.
And I was like I had to contain myself. It looks so good.
My main role is to just shift focus for this production. I enjoy it the most because you really get to touch on the creative side of the project more. You get to like listen to DPs, you get to look at grapes, you get to learn a lot of stuff while doing for CC, so that's why I liked it the most. Oh, okay, it just happened today. I got some of my powers back, meaning I have this master eye monitor where I get to kind of like adjust the focus. Normally I could also zoom in and start recording and kind of adjust the brightness a little bit, but I couldn't do that before for some reason. But just now I got those abilities back, which has been the most hype and fun moments in my opinion. Yeah.
I think my favorite part is when we press record, and then after like all the chaos of like setting up the equipment, etc. The shot finally comes together, and it's sort of satisfying, and then you can be able to give notes to like the actor. I would say that's my favorite part of like the production process. And makeup. Just watching Floriana do her like whole thing, it's really cool.
I did a lot of my own makeup for like years, and then I got to college. I started doing makeup for like a fashion magazine here, and then just like friends would reach out for me to do it on their set. So I was like, yeah, sure. And I've always been interested in like special effects, but never had a chance to try it. So this is like a really great opportunity for me. Favorite part, I think just seeing everyone's reaction to like the gross stuff I come up with. Thomas and David are great. Really excited to work with them. Hopefully first time for many times. But they've been great. Good pledge class. It's really nice having a lot of like our DKA group here.
Those are the only wipes. I'm a hard-working grip trying to make everything go well, and they are not appreciating that I brought these wipes.
I'm gonna go to Jester Market. If I find it, I'm kicking your ass.
Such a dog.
Hi, my name is Marcus. I am the actor in this production. What do I enjoy most about my role? Honestly, it's just having the chance to do what I love, acting. That's also my major, so absolutely love that. And since this is like my first short film production it's pretty fun. I feel like just everything, you know? So in terms of acting method, because the character doesn't have a lot of dialogue, I focus a lot on the character's physicality, which is, I guess, natural when you don't have a voice. I focus more on facial expressions, body movements, and honestly just everything a camera can see. In terms of acting methods, I just did it, you know? I just acted it out. I used my body to like its maximum potential, and yeah.
Cut.
This poor guy.
I was kind of like, oh my god.
What do you enjoy most about working with each other?
You can answer that.
This guy, we just like we fill gaps in what we're capable of. You know, we both have our strengths, and where our weaknesses are, the other person's strength is. So we've worked together enough times that we know the workflow and we know how each other's minds work.
Yeah.
And
I mean, this guy is like talented.
Wait,
It's
what are
great.
you even talking about? Now? Kidding me?
No, but yeah, no, it's awesome working with Thomas. It's great. I learned a lot from him. I feel like even this shoot, like there's like I see you working with the actor. I'm like, okay, like this is how you can do things. This is how you direct, and I mean, I love learning. So I learned from him.
It's all about learning. I learned so much from him. Like,
yeah.
you know, when it comes to the shots, just like he'll have an idea for a shot that I would have never even thought of, or like logistically, I'm not an organized person whatsoever, so I'll completely overlook something and he'll catch it, and it'll, you know, it would. If we had gone forward, it would have costed us so much. And then when it comes to editing, he is a really, really great editor. And like, you know, it's not a film until it's edited. And you can take something that looks really bad when you just have the raw pieces, and it's a masterpiece once you're done. And he's so good at that. Like, I trust him to just take it on his own.
Thomas and David are great directors. Compared to some of the directors that I've worked with in the past, they're definitely like friendly. They're definitely fun to work with. They definitely have an image that they want to depict, and I think is brilliant. I think they're brilliant directors.
Oh, they're amazing. Like, everyone in this crew is amazing, especially seeing these directors really try to have their vision come to life, and the passion they have behind this project is really inspiring to see. And so they're great. They're awesome to work with.
Honestly, my favorite part of the production would be like the people, if I'm being honest. First of all, my two directors, Thomas and David, I love them. They're really great. They're really good directors too. And also obviously our DP, Luparello, and our gaffer, Aiden. They worked so hard on this. It was like all the lights, they all look so good. And in terms of that, I guess my favorite part is just having the chance to work with them.
It can always get harder. Like, no matter what level of expertise you're at, you can always make a film that's better and more ambitious, and that's going to be more of a challenge. But each time you do that, you learn more. You know, it's like going to the gym. You make it harder on yourself, but you get better as a result. And I would say that's my younger self. Just keep on challenging yourself. Never stop learning. Put yourself in those situations where you're forced to be a better filmmaker. Just such a huge thanks to our crew and cast. They were all so amazing. So many talented people.
Yeah.
Obviously could not have done anything without them. Thank you to Anthony for being such a talented behind the scenes photographer and videographer.
Thank you so much, Anthony. Okay,
are we done?
Yeah, that's a wrap.
Alright, that's a wrap.
Don't forget to watch Negative Sense. I don't know
Watch
when
Negative
it's gonna
Sense
come
in theaters.